Hundreds of police officers and paramedics surrounded a shopping mall in Clackamas, south of Portland, after the 911 emergency lines were flooded with calls from around 3:30 in the afternoon. Eyewitnesses described the chaotic scene as a man wearing a white mask and armed with a semi-automatic weapon opened fire in the busy shopping mall.
I was inside applying for a job, and next thing I know, I see a few people running into Sears and away from the middle of the mall, saying that they heard shots and that there's a shooting going on. I wasn't sure if it was for real at first, but until I seen the reactions on their faces that they were serious.
Small teams of police officers entered the mall searching for the armed man. They confirmed he was among the dead.
I can confirm that we believe at this point that there was one and only one shooter involved, and that shooter is deceased. In addition to that, we have at least one patient who was taken from the mall with a traumatic injury, and at least two that were deceased, in addition to the shooter.
Sheriffs said they didn't fire a single shot, and it appears he took his own life. The police slowly had to move through the mall, carefully entering shops and reassuring those who were in hiding that the danger had passed, and looking for anyone who might have been injured in the attack. There was no initial indication of why the gunman had launched his attack. It will no doubt again raise questions over the easy access people have to weapons in America, an ideological debate between those who want greater gun controls and those who consider carrying a weapon as a constitutional right. Alistair Leithhead, BBC News, Los Angeles.
And once again, I'm Diane Sawyer here at ABC News headquarters in New York. We're coming back on the air with the breaking news. New reports about the casualties in that shooting at the Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newton, Connecticut. And I want to go straight to ABC's Pierre Thomas because he's learned more about how many may have been injured and may not have made it. Pierre.
Diane, we're being told by multiple state and federal sources that unfortunately more than a dozen people have been shot and killed at that school, and that number includes children.
It does include children, and again, we have heard reports of casualties of some of the adults in the front office, but Pierre, how strong is this news? How much can we say to people that we know that it has reached this shattering level?
Well, the situation is very fluid, but we have been very careful to try to talk to as many different sources as we can from multiple agencies, and again from state, federal sources. We're being told that more than a dozen shot and killed at the school. Obviously, the parents and the school community will be notified as additional information comes in. But my sources are just devastated. They're calling it a tragedy of epic proportions.
All right, Pierre, thank you. And of course, we know there are also people in the hospital that right now they've been taken into emergency rooms where doctors are working to make sure that no more lives are lost, but some of them are seriously injured. The gunman confirmed dead, as we said earlier, and we will keep you posted throughout the day on this crushing event at the elementary school in Connecticut. And one of the parents recently told me that as the children were walked out of the school by their teachers, some of them were told to cover their eyes as they walked and just hold on to each other. We will have full reports throughout the day. We are always there, of course, at abcnews.com, and I will see you again on World News tonight.
This has been a special report from ABC News.